Do you have like a 5-10 year plan, or you just know you're going to take it project to project?
Mainly project to project, because I mean, I have other scripts written and projects that I'm always currently trying to package. It's kind of like whichever one takes off first, I go with. However, I am focusing on this one I wrote a couple months back as my next one because it's relatively low budget compared to the other scripts. So it's, more wiser, I think, for me to take it step by step, and to working up to bigger budget movies is to do it that way. So that's my next project. But as far as like a plan, not really. I mean, I hope to shoot all the ones I've written so far eventually in my lifetime. I don't know when that will happen, but I know what I'm passionate about and I love, and is this. So whichever one takes off first. I don't really have like a set timeline really.
When you wake up, what's your mindset in terms of like, you're here in LA, you know that you're still young and have a lot of time left, but at the same time, it sounds like you don't want to waste time, which is great.
Right.
So what's your mindset?
I mean, every day I wake up, I have a certain goal I want to accomplish, or something for the day at least. Every single day, my philosophy is this: it's, if you work really hard at something, extremely hard, and you're putting in 110% effort, and you're focused on it, and you're disciplined with it, and you're putting in a ton of work, and you're truly striving for it every single day, it's really hard to fail. It's just hard to fail. Because if you're working that hard at something every single day, it's just the odds, or it's not as stacked against you. It's hard to fail when you're working that hard and you're extremely determined to accomplish something. So, I mean, every day I wake up, I have that certain thing in mind that, okay, today I want to accomplish these things to move forward with this project, or with this, or whatever it is, to further the career and make this next film or make this one. So I have all that in mind every single day. As long as I'm moving forward with something every single day, the wheel's always turning and things keep getting accomplished and moving forward. So I have that mindset of just that constant hustle, and I think you have to, especially out in LA. This isn't like a smaller city to be a director, writer, or like an actor or whatever. This is LA. This is a lot of competition. There's a lot of fierce competition. But if you work hard and you get to know some of the right people, it's not that hard. That's the way I look at it. Especially if you work hard. I think if you work hard, then you have everything going for you. Because say you don't have financing for a film, whatever. Well, if you work hard, you'll find a way to overcome those challenges if you're willing to put in the work. Whether it's that, or you want to get more acting jobs, or whatever it is. You work hard, you'll find a way to overcome that challenge. And that's kind of my philosophy, is not quitting, is always going forward. So every single day I have that mentality and that hustle in mind. I think that people who truly accomplish what they want in LA and the entertainment industry have that mindset. So I see some of these guys, these people, win these awards or wherever, Academy Awards, Golden Globes, or wherever they're at, small film festivals, and I see, well, they must have, they must work hard at least. So they have to work hard to get there. I know that. So it's good to meet other people like that.
Excellent. Well, you talk about challenges, and I think that's one of the misconceptions about coming out here is that, oh my gosh, I'm going to be creative and it's going to be an upswing the entire time. But no, there's days when it's not an upswing and you hit an iceberg. So on those days that everybody has, what do you do differently to not quit? Because some people, we all have them no matter what we're doing out here, but the difference is who actually gives up when those...
Right. Really go back to the drawing board and figure out, why is this not working? Because, something's not going to work. For instance, I came out here and I started doing a little bit of acting stuff and trying to do auditions. It wasn't really working. So I changed my approach. And I went to something else where I also was passionate about. Well, I didn't really know I was that passionate about, but I started filmmaking, making my own products, and then things that changed the whole landscape for everything out here for me. So I started seeing a lot more success, meeting a lot more people. People started taking me more seriously, and that's when things started to take off a little bit for me. So you have to always come up with a game plan. It's just like anything, maybe a sport, a football game, whatever, boxing match, anything, or a war, whatever. If something's not working, you have to figure out, okay, what can we do differently? Why is this not working? And let's change the approach and see. And you just keep changing your approach, what's not working. And I think also what's important is find something to keep the wheels moving with, exposure or whatever it is. So if you're like, hey, I'm not getting any products made, or I'm not getting any jobs out here, go do a small project with a friend, make something on your own, shoot it for that almost nothing. Market stuff online or wherever, do something to get exposure or to put yourself out there and keep, because then that gets things going, wheels moving again, and people, you know, you can start talking to more people in the business versus just like not doing anything because you hit a wall. It's important.
I know there's that new phrase now, pivot. It's like the new trendy, but I mean, there, you know, if you think about it, it's true. So okay, just try to adjust something, but sometimes that's hard to do, especially if, you know, your mindset is I have to have it this way, and then something happens and it's emotional. You want it to go the way you want it to go, but so it sounds like you don't dwell on any of that for too long.
No, I just keep pushing forward, and I try not to think about it too much. I think that something's not working, I try to make a quick fix, sit down, make another approach, and then go after it, and then keep pushing forward with it and not think about it. Because it's when I've seen people out here, even some of the actors and people or whatever, writers, other people, are like, hey, this is not working, and they get all bent, you know, out of shape about it, and they're thinking about it, dwelling on it. As I tell them, like, man, don't, you know, stop thinking about it. Just go out and either make your own product for, like I said, a short film or something for next to nothing, or a scene, or do something, or write a script, or something small, submit it to a film festival contest or some type of contest for writing or something to get the wheels moving with other avenues in the business. And don't just limit yourself to this one job in the business of, I just want to be a director of photography, or I just want to be a director, I just want to be an actor. Because you don't know what, maybe you're better at something else than another, and you might like something better than another, or you can do multiple things, which is like a triple threat, you know, in the business, which is good, because you can do different things, and it opens up a lot more opportunity and options.
What was something about coming to LA and attempting to be this or that, or being creative, whatever it is, that was actually a wonderful surprise that you never really hear about? You always hear, oh, be careful, don't trust this, don't trust that, which all those things exist, but something that was actually a wonderful thing that you weren't expecting, that's a positive to being here. The
friendships, people you meet. You meet a lot of people who have the same goals or passions that you do, and you can literally go, it's almost kind of like a fraternity. I mean, you go to like a bar or some place where there's the same types of people, and you can immediately start a conversation without any type of hesitation, and it's easy to start a conversation with them and not be drawn back and not like hesitant, because you know they're the same types of mindset maybe you have, same types of people. So it's almost kind of like maybe a fraternity. It's easy to kind of approach and you know, talk to those people, and the friendships, just meeting the people and all the different types of people around here, and friendships are huge, what I've learned and seen.
So knowing like LA people that love movies, you could basically pick certain directors and do you remember this film, and then bam, it's like you're instantly bonded over that person's work.
The connection is there, yes. Immediately, like you start talking to them, and that connection is there, is that bond.
Right, like remember that scene, and then it creates this energy around that where then you kind of like form some type of friendship or acquaintance.
Right, exactly. So yeah, like a film festival or somewhere, you know, that's huge there. That's where all the same types of people like you are going to, and you can share interest, and you meet great people through there. So the people I've met coming to LA have been great people. That's the biggest thing I've probably taken away from here, is all the different types of people I've met and the friendships overall.